Welcome to Batavia Spotlight, where we get to know more about community organizations and businesses here in Batavia and in our local communities. I'm Ellen Huxtable, your host, and today we welcome Donna Lusk and Susan Lusted from the Valley Sheltered Workshop. So thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you for having us.
Well, we don't know very much about Valley Sheltered Workshop, so can you tell us about what you are and what you do?
Well, I guess we'd start by saying what our mission is. And our mission is to empower adults with developmental disabilities. And we do that by providing a safe and supportive environment where they can learn life skills, develop friendships, and have the opportunity to work, because it's very difficult sometimes for people with individuals with disabilities to find employment in the general business environment.
Mm-hmm. So who is eligible? Who are your target customers? Who are the people that you serve?
Well, actually, the schools will hold a disabled student until they're 22, and then they graduate. So then the parents are faced with, what are we going to do? Is there going to be a place where someone will hire, my son or daughter? And back in 1966, this happened to Reverend Johnstone, and that is why the workshop came to be. His son, Bobby, was disabled and was in school until he was 18, and then he graduated, and the family was faced with not knowing what to do but wanting him to work. So his vision is still going on strong today.
What kinds of things do your clients at the workshop do?
It's called piecework in the business end, but I have vendors. Currently, I have 11 vendors that provide us with simple jobs. That would be like a mailer or an assembly that we will do for them at a much lower rate than they would have to pay an hourly person. So of all the employees I have, everybody has a different skill level, and it's great to have a strong business base so that I have enough work that everyone can be working daily.
What is the cost to your clients? What is the cost to them?
Well, we have an attendance fee that we charge, and if you are there for a day, you get charged that attendance fee.
Okay.
And this is to offset the cost of our doing business.
Absolutely.
The employees are paid 100% of the piece rate. We also add a 20% admin fee so that there is a profit to the workshop. We are not state funded, nor are we federal funded, so all of our income is based on vendors, fundraisers, endowments that people have left us, donations from individuals, businesses, and organizations, and any creative way to get that money.
Yeah, United Way
Yes.
is a big one. They have annually supported us.
Yes, we
United Way is just
applied for several grants, and Batavia United Way has been a supporter of us for a very long time.
Mm-hmm. So between the grant funding and what you're able to generate, without any federal or state funding, you're able to keep the workshop going then?
Yes.
Right, and we are a nonprofit, so it has to be a 0-0.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us about a success story? Tell us about somebody who has been a client, a customer that has been that this has been a tremendous thing for them.
Well, the one that everyone's going to relate to, if they're watching, and I say his name, Joe Thompson from Batavia, known around town as Cowboy Joe. He will turn 68 this year. He started when he was 18.
Oh my goodness!
So he has been there.
He is one of the original employees
with Bobby Johnstone. Yeah. So knowing that if he did not have work that day, or for some reason couldn't come in, or he's not happy. They just want to work.
He lives to
every
work.
day.
He is so dedicated.
Yeah. So he used to walk from his house over on Prairie to the workshop on a daily basis up until about 4 years ago. So I think a lot of people in town, they would see him walking with his lunchbox, and there he was going off to work. So
Absolutely, that's wonderful.
yeah.
Now, if somebody wanted to support you, either through financial or maybe working in partnership with you or volunteering, how do they do that?
Gosh, just by
Well, usually people would contact the workshop and indicate, what they perceive they would like to do in conjunction with us. And then if it's work-based, then it goes to Sue. Donations are often mailed. We now have access on our website we have a PayPal account that they can access for that. Some people will come to us with ideas for fundraisers that they want to hold. We're always looking for new ideas to expand our income base, but basically it starts out with a phone call, and then we just kind of go from there, see what you're interested in, what you want to do. If you have an idea that needs to be filtered to the board, then we go that direction, but no one is turned away for their ideas. For sure.
And, it does happen where, I will quote a company a rate on that job, and they will say, well, that's too low, and they will actually pay over the rate. So the employee will make that 100% of the original rate, but then the company is feeding us,
a donation.
A donation.
So you're looking for then companies who have work that you can use your staff to fulfill then.
Yes.
How many people are employed by you at any given time? How many people do you have there?
We have 24 current employees.
Okay.
The workshop is set up to accommodate 16 at a time, which is a 1-to-8 staff ratio, which is mandated by the state.
Okay. So for example, if somebody wanted to support you, what are some of the things that you're sort of looking for? Are there certain volunteer things you're looking for, or certain things that you have now that are not fulfilled on your wish list? Too long for 7 minutes, I know.
Yeah, that list is just never ending. Right now for us, it would be wonderful to have another company that would come in with a weekly turnaround job. Out of those 11 companies, 6 are regular. So the other ones are considered seasonal.
Okay.
Just to throw it out there, we do King County Cougars. Well, their season being baseball, they don't give us that job until the spring, and then by June, we're done.
So then we just recently got another one that was had an event at Christmas at the holidays, and they needed a specific item done. So then we have that in November for the December event. So I mean, it's hit and miss.
It's hard to keep it all going. It's hard to keep it all going. So how can people learn more? What is your contact information so people can learn more about you?
Call 630-879-2359.
See, that's slower.
Absolutely.
879-2359. We are open Monday through Friday, so it's great to have 5 days of work and 8:30 till 2. Recently had a website designed.
Excellent.
Last year.
Your web address is?
www.valleyshelteredworkshop.org.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us and telling us about it. We appreciate it very much.
It's been fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're so grateful to be invited.
And we'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, I'm Tom Wangler, President of Confident Air. Regular maintenance can prolong the life of your furnace and keep your energy costs to a minimum. Plus, there's less of a chance of a breakdown on a cold winter night. Your furnace needs proper care and attention to keep it running smoothly, so you don't end up paying too much for heating during the cold winter months, or worse yet, with deadly carbon monoxide poisoning. We recommend an annual inspection to ensure safe operation. Confident Air, your trusted home comfort professionals since 1992.
The Drendel & Jansen's Law Group has practiced law in Aurora since 1961 and in Batavia since 1994.
We focus our energy on representing people and businesses and families in the local community.
We represent clients in Keene and surrounding counties in matters ranging from divorce to wills, business law to zoning.
We focus our efforts on planning and working towards positive resolutions for businesses and families.
When clients need someone to fight for their interests, we're ready, willing, and able to act as aggressive advocates to protect their interests.
Drendel & Jansen's Law Group with offices in Batavia and Aurora and located on the web at batavialaw.com.
The King County Chronicle is your best source for news and information in print and online in the Tri-Cities and Caneland.
This is Chronicle Country. This is Chronicle Country. This is Chronicle Country.
This is Chronicle Country.
This is Chronicle Country.
Downtown Batavia, always moving by nature. Recreation, nature, the arts, specialty shops, restaurants and services. Downtown is everyone's neighborhood. Come, celebrate, meet friends, unwind.
See you downtown.
Our next guest is Dominic Cotero, the Batavia Fine Arts Center manager. Dominic, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you. It's a joy.
Yes. So tell us about the center. What is happening? What have you done?
Well, we do just about everything from student events to our national tours. And, you know, that's a very interesting thing because people still, we've been open 5 years now. We're going on 5 years. And some people still do not know that this building that stands here can and is utilized more than just the students, that there are things that you might go downtown Chicago to see, and they're right here, right in Batavia. So everything from celebrities to new upcoming acts and everything. So I encourage people to come on out and take a look. We are always busy. We are always doing something, working on at least 7, 8, 10, 15 different projects at any one given time that are coming up in the next month.
And so if people want to find out what is coming up from the whole gamut of the stuff you have, how do they do it?
Well, the best way to do it is to go to BataviaFineArtsCenter.org, and center is spelled C-E-N-T-R-E, of course, not E-R. We have to be difficult. So that's the best way. There's an upcoming calendar there that lists everything that is a performance. So that won't list any rehearsals or anything not for the public. But that's the best way to find things out.
So on the calendar, is it differentiated? Are there some things that are not open to the public, or is everything on the calendar a public?
If it's on the calendar, it's a public event. Now, some of those things might be free public events, and some of them might be paid admission. So it all depends. Some of them are produced by us, and they are part of our official national tours, and some of them are not produced by us. So they're people who are renting our space and doing their shows. But we have what's called an official seal. It's our national tour official seal. That, if you see that, it's a little gold on the outside, and it's got white, and it says official touring show. If you see that, that means that is a show that is hand-chosen by myself. So we recommend its quality, we recommend its artistic abilities, and we are bringing that show in for our community, our region, to see that show.
So then for those shows, they would contact the BFAC in order to buy tickets.
Absolutely, and some others as well. People who use our space and rent from us still have us sell tickets for them. I'd say about 75% of people who rent our facility and sell tickets will still sell through our website and our box office. So it makes it good and easy for the patrons.
Absolutely. So for most of the things, and if we wanted to see something, we go to the website and we can go click through there and buy our tickets.
That's right, yeah. And we have a great variety, whether you're talking about ages, age preferences, if you're looking for things for kids, things for older, adult opportunities for performance, for viewing rather, as well as the different types, different styles of music, theater, dance, everything that you could possibly imagine. There is something going on at some point for any of your artistic likes.
So for people who have never been there, this is certainly not...
Well, shame on them,
I know, shame on them, absolutely. Shame, shame, shame. But the question is then, tell them about what's in store for them. This is not your average high school auditorium,
well, no,
shall we say.
It is not. No, first of all, it's not in any sense a high school auditorium at all. It is a district venue. So it is for all of the district, kindergarten through high school, no matter the age. It just so happens that it is connected to the high school. So it's utilized for all of those students, but it's utilized at the same time for all of the community. So when you come in, first of all, when you walk in, you will be stunned by the beauty of what it is. And I believe that you'll be stunned by the hospitality you are shown from the staff and the quality of shows that you see there. We not only have a great staff that are hospitable and they treat you excellent. They do it in a professional manner, but in a way that still makes you feel like you're at home. And we have a training program. We're training students with internships to go out and portray those qualities in whatever industry that they're going to go in. So you'll be greeted by adults, by students who are learning how to be the hospitality and the front of house. And it's just, we hope it's a truly wonderful experience, a highly artistic experience, but an experience that that makes you feel right at home.
That sounds like Batavia. Absolutely.
Yes, yeah,
it's Batavia right at home. So then you're not only bringing shows to us, but you're also training the students not only in theatrics and how to run the lights and the sound, but also in all of the aspects.
Everything.
To run a professional,
Absolutely.
a professional theatrical venue then.
We have interns, we have touring team members, we've got students who do work hours, but I'll talk specifically about our internships first. So within those internships, and they're high school interns, so Batavia School District interns, they will do everything from marketing, box office, returns, sales, customer service, getting an event organized and planned from paperwork 3 months out, what it will take, what meetings we have to go to, what they're having to do, to pitching people our space, people who are wanting to potentially rent from us, giving them tours and getting the business from that aspect as well. So they are learning everything. We have two different types of internships, the arts management intern and the technical theater intern. Obviously, the one I was just describing is more of the arts management. And then the technical theater one, they are programming lights and sound and video, and they are doing all of those things, and our hope by the end of the year is that they're doing them for all the district things. They are also working with professionals from around the country in our industry. We had a show in September. After the show was over in September, one of our students was offered a job once they're
Wonderful.
out of high school in the summers to go around doing rigging and help them fly and things like that. So we're providing our students with something that's completely different while we're providing this outstanding service to the community.
Absolutely. We have a professional theater environment with professional quality. Facilities, and so it's a perfect training ground for people.
It really is. And you know what's the greatest is it is also providing the knowledge to our community of what our culture is here. And that is what the arts are. It tells the story throughout time about who a group of people are. If you look at art or music of any generation or time, it's telling that story. It's that record. This is our record of right now and what arts we're doing and bringing in and how people are enjoying them. We are spreading our culture. It's really a mandatory thing, if you ask me. But
absolutely.
It's just
so if you want to have people that are going to be engaged and involved and want to help you spread the culture, how do they get a hold of you? How do they get involved and engaged?
That's a great question, and we have volunteers all the time. We're always in need of usher volunteers. That's the greatest thing to do to get a free ticket. You usher for a show, you get to stay and see the show for free. It's a fantastic opportunity to see a great entertainment. The best way is just to either email us, and you can go to the website and email us, which is BataviaFineArtsCenter.org. Click on Contact Us and send an email that way. Or if you just want to email us, you can do BFAC, B-F-A-C, at bps101.net.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Any final words for our viewing audience?
You know, I think they should just come. They should just come, see some entertainment, and have a great time.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Dominic. We really appreciate having you again. And we hope to have you back again soon.
Anytime.
Thank you. And we'll be right back after these messages from some of our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Tom Wangler, President of Confident Air. Regular maintenance can prolong the life of your furnace and keep your energy costs to a minimum. Plus, there's less of a chance of a breakdown on a cold winter night. Your furnace needs proper care and attention to keep it running smoothly, so you don't end up paying too much for heating during the cold winter months, or worse yet, with deadly carbon monoxide poisoning. We recommend an annual inspection to ensure safe operation. Confident Air, your trusted home comfort professionals since 1992.
The Drendel and Jansen's Law Group has practiced law in Aurora since 1961 and in Batavia since 1994.
We focus our energy on representing people and businesses and families in the local community.
We represent clients in Keene and surrounding counties in matters ranging from divorce to wills, business law to zoning.
We focus our efforts on planning and working towards positive resolutions for businesses and families.
When clients need someone to fight for their interests, we're ready, willing, and able to act as aggressive advocates to protect their interests.
Drendel and Jansen's Law Group with offices in Batavia and Aurora and located on the web at batavialaw.com.
The King County Chronicle is your best source for news and information in print and online in the Tri-Cities and Caneland.
This is Chronicle Country. This is Chronicle Country. This is Chronicle Country.
This is Chronicle Country.
This is Chronicle Country.
Downtown Batavia, always moving by nature. Recreation. Nature. The arts. Specialty shops. Restaurants and services. Downtown is everyone's neighborhood. Come, celebrate. Meet friends. Unwind.
See you downtown.
Our next guest is Steve Myers, the owner of Reef Plus in North Aurora. Hi, Steve, and welcome to Batavia Spotlight.
Hi, how you doing?
I am fine. Can you tell us, what is Reef Plus?
Reef Plus is a specialty aquarium store located at the corner of Oak and Randall in North Aurora. We specialize in saltwater aquariums and saltwater aquariums only. We opened in 2004 to help the advanced hobbyists with their reef tanks.
So what kinds of fish do you have?
We have all kinds of fish from all over the world, mostly from the tropical regions of the ocean. So we have, well, if you've ever seen Finding Nemo, we have all of those plus many more.
You have all of Nemo and many more?
And many more, yep.
How big are these fish? Are they like fish or fish?
Well, they can range from fish like this to fish like this.
You've got fish like this?
We've got fish like this. We've got, most of the fish we have are about this big because they have to fit in a standard aquarium size, about 100 gallons.
100 gallons of salt water then?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And so they've got the salt water. Do you make the salt water? Do you import the salt water?
Well, being in the Midwest here, we have to make our own. So what we do is we purify the water that we have and we mix in a synthetic sea salt mix to a certain ratio, and we basically make the salt water.
And then how do your fish get to you?
They get shipped in styrofoam boxes from very far, and they ride very comfortably, believe it or not, in their bags with purified oxygen, and they can make a trip of many days to my store.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably hungry by the time they get to you.
They're very hungry, yep. And if they're hungry, that's a good thing because that means that they're happy.
That's true. What made you start Reef Plus?
Well, I had my first aquarium when I was 15 years old, my first saltwater aquarium, 15, 16 in that range, and it was a passion of mine for many years, and I've worked around many small businesses, and I thought that I saw an opportunity to help other aquarium hobbyists, and I figured that we'll bring both these things together.
So what's the advantage of a saltwater aquarium? It's got to be a lot more work. It just has to be.
It is more work, and it's more dynamic than a regular freshwater aquarium because there's many more animals than just the fish. There's fish, there's inverts like shrimp, there's crabs, and there's corals.
Does anybody ever get the shrimp and breed them to eat?
No, they don't.
Didn't think so.
Well, that would be a slightly different region.
Different altogether,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Different altogether.
Yeah, different altogether.
So you carry the shrimp and the coral and all of those other things that go into the aquarium as
We
well?
do, and a lot of people actually, most of their focus is the coral and not so much the fish.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to have fish in with your coral?
You should. They like to live together because that's where we find them in the ocean. And many of the corals now are, we reproduce them in captivity, so they're not taken from the ocean, but from a farm, so to speak, for aquariums.
And so the corals grow and replicate. What does coral eat?
Coral feed off the light, and they feed off of the minerals in the water, so they can photosynthesize. Well, actually, the algae that they farm within their bodies actually feed off the light. They have a symbiotic relationship with the zooxanthellae algae that grows within their body, so that's where they get all their nutrients, and we can teach you about all that. In my store, we actually reproduce and propagate them in my store in North Aurora. So,
now, is it more difficult to keep these fish alive? It has to be.
it is more difficult. There's more involved, and anybody that tells you different either doesn't know, or it's more difficult because you're trying to reproduce an oceanic environment. So there's more to it, but it's for the person that has a great desire to learn about the ocean, and we help them with that. So it's not unobtainable, that's for sure.
It's not unobtainable?
No.
What's your favorite part of it?
Probably just people focus on the difficulty of it, but actually it becomes fun once you start to learn about it. So probably the maintenance is the most fun. You can put your headphones on and you can, do your water testing, and you're just kind of you and the fish, and that's it,
So it's an all-encompassing hobby.
It is. You forget about the outside world for a minute, and you work on your aquarium, and after a couple hours, you're done.
Sounds great.
It is.
How would somebody get started? I mean, how would somebody get from nothing to something? I'm sure you don't start with a bazillion gallons of water. You got to start with something small.
Yeah, you want to start with something smaller, but not too small, because a larger aquarium is more stable. So,
and it's true.
We will help you with that decision-making process when you stop in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, how can people get a hold of you? Where are you located? Your contact information, all of that. And if somebody wants to stop by and say hi to the fish.
Well, we're located right on the corner of Oak and Randall in North Aurora, right next to Oak Street Restaurant. And they can call us at 630-906-7333, or they can go to our website at reefplus.net, or they can email me at reefplus@gmail.com. Just stop by Tuesday through Sunday, and we'll be there.
Sounds wonderful. Well, thank you so much for telling us all about the fish, and I won't eat your shrimp because it was
Please don't.
We won't eat your shrimp. It's probably the most expensive shrimp on earth. But thank you so much for being here and for joining us and telling us about everything. So thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you for tuning into Batavia Spotlight. Remember, you can watch Batavia Spotlight on Comcast Channel 17, AT&T UVerse Channel 99, or on our website, www.mybatv.com. I'm your host, Ellen Huxtable, and we'll see you again next time. If you have any questions or comments, please contact us at 630-937-5413 or email us at info@mybatv.com. Have a wonderful day.